See, my empty arms were open Thursday, waiting for love, waiting for love. Thank the stars, it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love, waiting for love to come around. Okay, so good afternoon. Nice to have you here. Let me see. Hello, John and Fernando. Great. So, what could you see on the video? What could you watch in the video? The song is so beautiful, but also what is going on is kind of make you think, right, about what's happening right now. So, what did you get about the video, Fernando? ¿Qué, qué le llamó la atención del video?
La cinematografía, lo del perrito, lo de que va a buscar a su dueño, porque se va a la guerra.
Exactly, and he was on the war, right? And this is something that is happening right now, right? Because of the war, this is an issue that is quite difficult, right? We don't want wars, but I don't know that is happening. I hope that it doesn't get so complicated, right? Que no se ponga tan complicada la cosa, ¿no? Recién saliendo del COVID para entrar a eso, no. Well, so now we're going to continue because it's already time and we have a lot of things to do today. Great. So, give me a second. We're going to start with this. Okay, where is it? Every class, we're going to share something about us with our classmates, right? Cada día vamos a compartir un poco de nosotros, right? So in this way, we know one each other, great? So when I ask you, how are you? I know that you answered, I am fine, right? I am fine, thank you, and just that, no? But that is not enough, right? Ese I am fine, thank you, no es suficiente para mí, ¿ya? Entonces, I have to be able to share something about me, about my day, right? Porque no todos los días son iguales, ¿no? They are not the same. So that's why I want you to tell me something about your day. Great. Say, I don't know, I am sad because today my dog, I don't know, passed away. Or I am good because I have a good presentation at the university. Or I am worried because of the exams. I don't know, but tell me. Great. Let's start with John. Please tell me, how are you? Use any adjective and then tell me why. I don't know, share a sentence about that, or you can show a picture too. ¿Qué me dice? How are you? John.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
¿Cómo se no
Okay,
sabría.
maybe we know the first adjective. I know that not all of them. Sé que no todos los conocemos, ¿no? Could be the first and the second circle, right? But choose. If you are bad, maybe you can be stressed or tired. If you are happy, you can be content, you can be interest, or I don't know. ¿Cuál se acerca más?
I'm stressed.
Okay. You are stressed, but tell us why.
Because the project, the exam, the practice in laboratory, no sé, in labs.
Yes, in the lab, yeah. So, but Carnival is near, so you're going to have some time to relax, I could say. So take advantage of them. Thank you. Now, you have to ask one of your partner. Ahora, empezamos con la cadena. Ask one of your partner. Pregúntele al que usted quiera. How are you?
¿Yo decido?
Yeah. De eso se trata la cadena, que ustedes deciden. Sí,
Okay. How are you, Edson? Edson Cáceres.
Okay, turn on your microphone, please, and share something about you. Edson.
I'm very happy.
What's the reason? Why?
Happy.
Because of Carnival or what? The holiday? ¿Por qué? ¿A qué se debe?
No lo veo, es que no lo entiendo muy bien esto.
No, solamente tiene que decirme por qué está feliz, ¿no? Give a reason. Why are you happy?
Happy, interesting.
Ya. Entonces, si está feliz, dígame, no sé, I have a good day, right? Everything was okay, ¿no? Todo estuvo súper, ¿no? Eso simplemente, ¿ya? Cada vez vamos a ir conociendo más adjetivos, pero usemos lo que sepamos, ¿no? No es necesario, pues, este otro, digamos, a ver, eager or aroused, okay, no, it's not necessary. You can use this one, but tell me why. There is always a reason. Siempre hay una razón. I am fine doesn't say anything, great? So we're going to share something with our partners, but now let's continue with our business, okay? Great. So now I want you to look at this video. Give me a second. My internet is so slow at this time, and it's at this time because in the morning and in the afternoon are not like this. But okay, so I want to know, what do you think about, come on. What do you think about this? ¿Qué piensan de esta? No. ¿Qué más?
Se escucha.
Ya no más. Quítate, perro.
Come on. Well, ya, eso no era. At the beginning, right? Because I know that you know calendars, right? Calendars. Because every single day that you get into YouTube, you have one of these advertisements, one of these ads, right? But what do you think about this? What do you think about what does he do? He says something similar like this, right? Vamos a ver. Justamente él dice algo. Wait, come on. Great. He says something similar like this, right? Learn a language in just 6 weeks with our new system. You'll be speaking French, German, Spanish, or Japanese in just 6 weeks, or your money back. No boring classes, no hours of grammar study, just learn to speak. He says something similar like that, right? But I want to know, what do you think about it? What do you think? It's possible to learn. Do you remember how much time that Carl Anders said that we can learn English? 6 months or 3 months? Do you remember? ¿Se acuerdan? ¿Qué es lo que dice Carl Anders? 6 months or something like that, or 3 months? Okay, but the thing is that they say that it's possible to learn in just this short period and without grammar. So I want to know, what are your opinions? Great. So for this, tell me please, Jose Kevin, what's your opinion about this? It's possible, yeah, to learn a language in a short time without any grammar and all of that? Let's discuss. Jose Kevin. Jose Kevin, no? Now, what do you think, Dana Michelle? What do you think about that? It's possible? Is that possible? Mm-hmm. Is it possible to learn English in just a few weeks without grammar, without everything? Tell me, yes or no. It's your opinion. I'm not going to judge you. No los voy a juzgar. Solo quiero que compartan. No? What do you think, Kevin F?
Creo que no, teacher.
But what could be the
De hecho, hay un sistema igual, ¿no? De Open English, que es clase online todo el tiempo y es muy parecido, pero no creo que sea del todo completo.
Okay, so do you think that it could not be just in weeks that you learn something? Yeah? Okay, it's good. What about you, Ronatan? What do you think? Share, everyone. No esperen que los nombre. Nímense. We are discussing. Some of these classes are going to be just for discuss. I am not going to talk alone, right? So, Ronatan, tell me, Samara, Jenny, what do you think? Would you take those courses?
It's not possible.
It's not possible. Well, so what are the advantages or disadvantages about that? Anyone, tell me. Have you heard about Carl Anders? ¿Escucharon de Carl Anders?
Yes.
What did people say about that program?
Que es todo en inglés, o sea, que todo, o sea, es netamente con nativos en inglés y que dejan la gramática a un lado para enfocarse en el speaking y en el listening, si no me equivoco.
Okay, exactly. So that could be a good methodology for those ones that are in an intermediate level, right? But when you are just starting, you can get frustrated, right? You can get frustrated because you don't understand anything, right? What could be the disadvantage of this? That Carl Anders just send you some readings that you have to read and just that, right? But what is the thing when you get into open, I don't know, to those courses, that the teacher doesn't give you an individual attention, right? They give you just assignments, but they don't tell you how is your process, how is your improvement, cómo está su mejora, ¿no? Cómo está su proceso. So this is something that we need when we are learning something, right? That someone tell us, okay, this is not correct, we can change it in this way, right? Or try to improve this area, right? So this is what we need when we are learning English, right? That's why most of people take courses, right? But of course, that depends, if you learn, that depends on the teacher, but also that depends on you, right? Okay, so it will be interesting that some of you tell me it's possible, right? Ya sido interesante que alguien me haya dicho que sí, es posible. Well, could be, but not all the language, right? Could be phrases that you can learn in 6 weeks in a specific context, right? Great, so now let me share the book again. Give me a second. And let's continue, because today we're going to talk just about English, right? So I need your participation, of course, right? Come on. Now, okay. So here we have these questions that say, what languages have you tried to learn? Have you tried to learn any other language besides English? ¿Han tratado? ¿O están tratando? I don't know. Anyone? Or just English? Well, French, Portuguese, no?
Yo, teacher, con un poquito, súper poquito de ruso.
Okay, that's good. So, are you studying by yourself or do you have classes? Are you taking classes?
Estoy con mis amigos.
Okay, all right. So that's also a good strategy. Great. It's important when you learn different languages, right? Yeah. And when you learn one, learning the next one is going to be easier, right? Great. So what I want you to think about is, when did you start learning English? Let's focus on English. Do you remember when did you start? And this is the most important question. How successful are you? Not in the past. So how successful are you in the present with the language? ¿Qué tan exitoso? ¿Cómo va? Is it okay? Do you see that you are improving? ¿Ven que están mejorando? Or did you get stuck? ¿O se quedaron estancados? Did you get stuck? Are you improving? Or what are you doing about it? Right? And also, which things made it easier and harder for you? Let's say these questions in present. We know that we are learning English, but tell me, when did you start? How successful are you at the moment? What things make it easier or harder? ¿Qué cosa hace que les complique esto de aprender? ¿O qué cosas, no sé, lo ha hecho más fácil? I don't know. Great. So this is something that we have to discuss between the whole class. What about you? Let me see. I want to listen to Jenny. What do you think about your English? That's why I asked you this question at the beginning, right? On Padlet. You tell me, my English is so-so. My English is good. My English is bad. So we know, right? We know how are we. Sabemos cómo estamos. Now, what things make it harder? ¿Qué cosas complican que ustedes puedan ser exitosos at learning English, of course? Opinions? No? Okay, I want to listen to Samara, and also Samara told me that it's Russian. Okay, also Janet. What things make it easier or harder for you?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, what things in the context make it hard to study English or to learn English? ¿Qué es lo que complica el que uno pueda aprenderlo? Tell me. What you know, tell me in English. What if you really don't know how to say that word? Use English, use Spanish, but don't be quiet, okay? Anyone, please. I know that I should be speaking just English. I know, but I also know that when I was learning English years ago, we can get frustrated when someone speaks just in English, right? So don't be afraid. Just say whatever comes to your mind. Great. Answer, Janet. John. Estamos charlando prácticamente.
I think it will be grammar.
Grammar, right? Many rules. There are many rules. We don't know when to use them, or there are little differences and make it hard. Yeah, definitely. What else? In the context, whatever. Everyone. Todos tienen la oportunidad de hablar. Right?
I think that when we build a sentence, it's more difficult. O sea, creo que en el inglés a veces cuando uno trata de formular la oración es más difícil, ¿no? He escuchado a otras personas que el simplemente hablarlo es un poco más, o sea, se hace más fácil, así me han dicho mucha gente. O sea, que por la gramática y tantas formas, a veces hacerla la oración es más difícil para hablarlo.
Exactly. That is because when we are learning some structure, it's like you have here, okay, this is the sentence, right? And when you want to say something that you are thinking, you want to say it in the same order, right? And that is the problem. Ese es el problema, ¿no? Que nosotros en español lo decimos de 5 formas, right? But in English, they have a specific order, right? The adjectives are before the noun. Some prepositions are at the end. Some prepositions are, okay, they have something different, right? And this is the main problem. And also, when you learn all the structures, but you didn't practice at the time, it's like you know here, but you cannot say it, right? So as soon as we are learning, you have to create your own sentences, right? Tan pronto estamos viendo algo, ustedes ya tienen que usarlo. Y no solo para un examen. Tienen que tratar de usarlo, crear sus propias oraciones y preguntar luego a la teacher o a alguien, ¿no? ¿Esto está correcto? ¿No? Eso es un trabajo que uno lo tiene que hacer, ¿no? El lanzarse a tratar de usar eso que aprendí de muchas formas, right? So don't just wait what we have in the book. You have to open to more sources of information, right? What else do you think? Thank you, Kevin, for your participation. Who else? Nobody else? ¿Nadie más? Okay, so I don't know how are going to be our speaking classes, because if you don't tell me something, it's like oh, we cannot do anything, right? So it's important that we get conscious about our learning process, right? Tenemos que ser conscientes de cómo está nuestro proceso. Great. So for this, we're going to read a questionnaire. And of course, some things are true for us and others not, right? But first, let's do this, okay? Great. I am learning English. What is your objective? What is the purpose of that? Just to graduate from the ME? I don't think so. Oh, it shouldn't be like that, right? It shouldn't be like that. Just to graduate from the ME because I already have my degree. English is just something extra. No, when you work, you will need it. You will need it, right? So what is your objective? You are learning English to get a better job? Of course, that is going to be there. For just, I don't know, more money to pass an exam, to pass the course, just to I don't know, get your degree, because you are interested in languages, because you want to understand movies, all the series, right? The songs, pop songs and rock and all of that, because your parents want you to do it, or do you have a specific reasons that are not here? Think about, I am going to ask you, okay? Now, I am interested in, but also tell me which are your weaknesses and your strengths. ¿Qué quiero decir con esas dos palabras? Weaknesses, mis debilidades. Weaknesses. And my strengths, ya, mis fortalezas. Yo ya les había preguntado algo similar, ¿no? En Padlet, pero muy pocos me respondieron. And if I don't know you, if I don't know what are your necessities, how can I help you? ¿No? Si ustedes no me dan esa información, ¿cómo los voy a ayudar si no sé dónde tengo que ayudarles? Obviamente me voy a dar cuenta, ¿no? En el proceso. But if you don't tell me, it's like, okay, I know that they need grammar. Of course not. You need speaking. But you have to tell me that. So please, those students that didn't do the presentation here on Padlet, do so. Okay, I have just 5 students, I think. 5 estudiantes apenas hicieron. Bien, así que traten de escribir. Ahí les pregunté yo, why are you learning English? What are your skills, right? Now, also, I plan to study 2, 4, 5, how many hours? Okay, so we're going to see that later, okay? Luego me van a compartir todo. Great. So now, here we have skills, right? We have different skills that, of course, we have to acquire. Now, do you study outside the class? Answer to yourself, okay? Respóndanse a ustedes mismos. Do you study outside the class? Fuera de las clases de esta hora y media, do you do it? Do you watch movies in English? Could be with subtitles, could be. Do you listen to music in English? Of course, right? Of course, you listen. 1 or 2 besides Bad Bunny. No, 1 o 2 aparte de Bad Bunny, but okay, no. Do you read your notes before or after the class? Or do you improvise? Do you improvise? Do you do your homework? Homework is practice. Do you memorize vocabulary when it's needed? Because you want to acquire vocabulary or just for the test? No sé, ¿tienen un objetivo de aprender 5 words every day? Or do you learn just the words when you have a test? I don't know. Do you organize your lesson notes? When the teacher says, we have to organize this is like this, or when you say this word, try to say with this, or give that intonation. Do you take notes? It's important. The notes are important, right? Because when you listen something, it's like, oh, okay. But next day, you are not going to remember that. So when you take notes, it's like then you're going to watch it and you will say, oh, yeah, okay. Right? Do you read books, magazines about your career in English? Do you try? Do you use a good dictionary that helps you? That really helps you? Do you speak to English speaking people? Do you try? Okay. So these are, well, we should do everything, okay? Deberíamos hacer todo. But I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest. Let me see. Mayra, which of these things do you do? Be honest. Mayra, which of these things do you do? ¿Cuál de todo esto hace? Mayra. Ok, me va a dejar en visto. Raúl.
Yes, teacher.
Which of these activities do you do? Honestly.
Watch movies in English, listening music in English, um, uh, use a dictionary,
Okay.
study of sci class.
Okay. Just for the
Maybe,
exams.
maybe.
Just for the exam, right? Okay. That's being honest. And I know that most of you just do that, right? But now you will share this with your partners. Okay, so give me a second. And now we are going to try to give pieces of advice to do all of these things. Okay, vamos a dar consejos para hacer todo eso de una buena manera. But before, we are going to listen. Great. Let's listen Sandra and Max that are talking about this because they are conscious about their level and they are going to do something. Okay, so I plan to spend how many hours outside the class practicing and all the activities that they are going to do. So I want you to listen and tick. Okay, you can tick in a piece of paper, which are going to be done by Sandra and which are going to be done by Max. Okay, cuáles van a ser hechos por Sandra y por Max, porque no van a hacer lo mismo. ¿Ya? All right, so let's listen and you will tell me, right? These are the plans of those people, but then we are going to create our plans. Great. Give me a second. All right. Now, so let's listen while you see this. All right.
Transcript 1.9, page 13, exercise 5. Sandra.
This year, I don't have much time to study English because of my job, but I plan to spend about 4 hours a week working on English. I like music and movies, so I plan to listen to music and to watch movies in English once or twice a week. You can learn a lot of vocabulary and slang from this, and it's fun. Sometimes in class, I forget what I learned before, so I plan to read my notes before class to help me to remember what we talked about in the last class. I also plan to study my notes while I'm doing my homework. Homework usually takes me about 2 hours a week. I think this is all I'll have time for.
Max.
This year, I think I could spend about 8 hours a week studying English. 1 hour in the morning every day before work and 3 hours on the weekend. I have homework twice a week and I plan to spend a lot of time outside class studying vocabulary. I like to make lists of vocabulary words and test myself. I usually write the words by topic and then I write a translation next to the word. I plan to read whatever I can in English and write down all the new words in my vocabulary notebook. I'm an expert with my electronic dictionary. I'm very fast and I use it all the time to help me understand new language while I'm reading magazines. I also plan to find online exercises to help me practice.
All right. So I know that you listen, but there are things that you couldn't get, right? That's why we're going to listen one more time, the last time. Check your answers if you already have them, or complete the information, right? 3, 2, 1, one more time.
Transcript 1.9, page 13, exercise 5. Sandra.
This year, I don't have much time to study English because of my job, but I plan to spend about 4 hours a week working on English. I like music and movies, so I plan to listen to music and to watch movies in English once or twice a week. You can learn a lot of vocabulary and slang from this, and it's fun. Sometimes in class, I forget what I learned before, so I plan to read my notes before class to help me to remember what we talked about in the last class. I also plan to study my notes while I'm doing my homework. Homework usually takes me about 2 hours a week. I think this is all I'll have time for.
Max.
This year, I think I could spend about 8 hours a week studying English. 1 hour in the morning every day before work and 3 hours on the weekend. I have homework twice a week, and I plan to spend a lot of time outside class studying vocabulary. I like to make lists of vocabulary words and test myself. I usually write the words by topic, and then I write a translation next to the word. I plan to read whatever I can in English and write down all the new words in my vocabulary notebook. I'm an expert with my electronic dictionary. I'm very fast, and I use it all the time to help me understand new language while I'm reading magazines. I also plan to find online exercises to help me practice.
Okay. So now I need 2 students. Great. The first one is going to be who didn't talk yet. Nady. Nady, and then let me see Luis Fernando. Nady, can you tell me just the hours? Compare the hours. How much time does Sandra spend? And also how much time does Max spend practicing English? Do you have the 2 hours? Do you get it? Nady? No? Nady 1, Nady 2.
Teacher.
I don't know. Sandra's? No? Sandra's answer? Neither Max? Tampoco de Max? Ni una?
Teacher.
Okay. No. Tell me, Luis Fernando, the hours.
Sandra, creo que era 2 hours, and Max, 8 hours, creo que era.
8 hours. Okay. Does the class agree? ¿La clase de acuerdo?
I hear Sandra is 4 hours.
4 hours. And Max?
8 hours.
Okay, we're going to check in a minute. So, okay, thank you, Fernando, and thank you, Kevin. We're going to see if you have the reason, right? All right. So, what about here? What are the plans? I want to listen to Ronatan and then to who didn't talk, Jenny. Okay, Ronatan, tell me about Max. What activities are part of his plans? Tell me, Ronatan, what did you get about Max?
Yes, teacher. Use a dictionary.
Yeah, use a dictionary. Anything else?
Reads book and magazine.
Okay, all right. Something else? Sorry. Just that, the dictionary. Sorry, this is about Max, right? The dictionary and the magazine. Just that?
Yes, teacher.
Does the class agree with that? La clase, ¿qué dice? Just that?
Practice exercise online too, I heard.
Practice exercise. Okay, online. Nobody else? Ya está.
Teacher, también es write down and study new vocabulary.
Exactly, because if you need the dictionary and all of that is because of the vocabulary, right? Thank you, Kevin. Okay. And what about homework? Also homework or just Sandra? Okay. So what about Sandra? Can you tell me, Jenny? Jenny.
Sí, teacher. Si no me equivoco, read my notes after class.
Yeah.
No.
What else? The class.
Listen to music.
Thank you. What else? Okay, so it was easy, right? Estuvo fácil el por qué, porque estaba así como que dividido, ¿no? Sandra and then Max, right? So it was not really mixed, right? Yeah, I don't know. I also told you this before, that I know that when we have English classes, it's like, oh, we prefer to do another thing. And we say, oh, no, other students are going to answer, right? Otros estudiantes van a responder. Yo, bueno, voy a seguir con mis cosas, ¿no? Y me doy cuenta, ¿no? Porque cuando me dicen, ay, no escuché, a veces no es porque haya sido mala la conexión o algún problema de verdad. Simplemente porque no le puse atención, ¿ya? Porque si le puse atención, algo se me pudo quedar. Aunque sea 2 respuestas de todas las que había, puedo entender 2. Sé que a muchos nos cuesta el listening y que no vamos a entenderle todo. Pero si yo me esforcé, voy a escuchar aunque sean las 2. ¿Ya? Entonces, si no tienen las respuestas de las que yo le pido, también díganme de cualquiera. No le des que compartan lo que tienen. Y no simplemente se quede de brazos cruzados y me diga, no escuché nada, ¿no? Entonces, eso es importante, ¿ya? Eso es importante que nos esforcemos, ¿ya? Que no, tal vez con otros docentes, ellos le preguntaban siempre a 2 personas las que siempre participan. No, conmigo sí o sí van a hablar, sí o sí, por más que seamos 30, seamos cuantos seamos, van a hablar, ¿ya? Entonces yo me doy cuenta cuando sí colaboran con un poquito o cuando simplemente no quieren colaborar. ¿Ya? Así que es importante. ¿Ya? Bien. So now, let's check if our answers were correct or not. Great. So here we have the answers and let's check the hours. Sandra 4 and Max 8. Okay, Kevin, you were right. And this is something also that you have to take into account. Esto es algo que también tienen que tomar en cuenta. Yo voy a preguntar a su compañero, right? I'm going to ask him. And he's going to give me an answer. But I also will consult the class. También voy a consultar a la clase. What does the class think? No, y si yo tengo algo muy diferente, tengo que decirlo. Porque si yo le atino, ok, ahí queda mi nombrecito. Y si no le atino, pues igual, digamos, ¿no? Al menos participé. Bien, okay, Kevin, thank you. You had the answer, right? It was 4. And then watch movie, listen to music, read notes, do homework, and Max, write down and study new vocabulary, read books, dictionary, practice. Basically, these are the two kind of learners that we have, right? Tenemos estos dos tipos de estudiantes que aprenden de diferentes formas. Algunos quieren divertirse, aprender divirtiéndose. Others try to organize all the things that they have, right? Otros organizan todo lo que tienen y quieren conocerlo, ¿no? We have these two kinds of students. Now, when we are going to decide what activities are we going to do, you have to do all of this, but make it fun. Make it fun. Or try to do it with something or in a context that you find something interesting. You know what I mean, right? Sé lo que, supongo que sí me entienden. Que sea en un ámbito de lo que sí me interesa, ¿no? For example, when I say read books, I'm not going to read about the things that I don't care, right? So you have to read something about your career, something that is interesting for you that, oh, I didn't know that. Now I am learning, right? Make it fun. Also, when you watch movies, also you can practice a lot your vocabulary, your pronunciation, your listening. Yeah, you can make it fun. So now, before making our plan, antes de hacer nuestro plan, let's share strategies. Compartamos estrategias. Bien, para eso yo les pedí, ¿no? En Padlet, ok, so share the apps that you use. Compartan las apps que usan, qué hacen para mejorar, ¿no? And nobody did it. Nadie lo hizo. But now I am going to give you pieces of advice. So please take notes. Take notes. Okay, when I watch movies in English, I have a strategy. I have a strategy. When you watch movies, okay, listen, it's okay, listen. But also you can practice pronunciation there, right? También pueden aprender o practicar pronunciación. How? Because you can listen a part of the movie or, I don't know, the video, the series, and then you can make pauses. Pueden hacer pausas, ¿ya? Y en esas pausas, try to pronounce it in the same speed. Traten de pronunciarlo a la misma velocidad and with the same intonation. Okay, I know that this is not a video, but do this, right? For example, of course, you can watch it with subtitles. Pueden empezar viéndolo con subtítulos, ¿no? Y ya digo.
Transcript 1.9, page 13, exercise 5. Sandra.
This year, I don't have much time to study English.
Okay, I make a pause and I say, this year, I don't have much time to study English. Okay, so you can make pauses and then give it the same intonation and the same speed, right? And
because of my job. But I plan to spend about 4 hours a week working on English.
Okay, because, well, I have to say, this year I don't have much time to study English because of my job. But I plan to spend about 4 hours a week working on English. Y luego me desafío de decirlo a la misma velocidad.
This year, I don't have much time to study English because of my job. But I plan to spend about 4 hours a week working on English.
Eso se llama foreshadowing. ¿Ya? Foreshadowing. No es muy conocida la técnica, pero se las recomiendo. ¿Ya? Foreshadowing. Seguirle la sombra al audio. ¿Ya? Seguirle la sombra. ¿Bien? Entonces, I listen something, I pause it, I try to pronounce it. It's difficult, I know. But we have to get our tongue used to it. Right? Nuestra lengua se tiene que acostumbrar a eso. It has to get used to it. Right? Tienen que acostumbrarse. Porque luego eso pasa, que aprendo palabras, sé oraciones, pero lo digo muy cortado. Digo, this year I don't have much time to study English because, ¿no? Entonces, queda muy cortado. Entonces, esa técnica, cuando ustedes estén mirando una peli, algo, traten de usarla. Yo los voy a hacer eso, ¿ya? Pero va a ser con audios, ¿ya? Donde ustedes tengan que ir a la misma velocidad. ¿Bien? Entonces, esta estrategia yo la hago con audio, pero ustedes también en casita pueden aplicarlo, ¿no? While you're watching a movie, right? Or try to we can say, to imitate that, right? Imitar. Yo sé que siempre hay alguien que nos gusta su inglés. I don't know any character from a movie or something, and that you want to have that English. So start pronouncing like him, even though you don't know what are you saying, right? Aunque no sepan qué están diciendo, ustedes traten de pronunciarlo, No me salió, lo hice muy lento. Again, over and over again, right? In this way, you're going to improve your pronunciation a lot, because you will focus on sentences, complete ideas, not just words. Right? Entonces, no solo en palabritas. Y se van a dar cuenta que a veces las palabras hasta como que se unen, no las digo completas, ¿no? This is so important for your pronunciation. Great. That's why this class is just for giving you advices. ¿Ya? Esta clase es solo para darles consejos, así que take notes, tomen nota, ¿no? I was about to show you this. This is Elo, okay? This is Elo, and this is something that we are going to do. Great. I will assign you a audio, okay? Yo les voy a asignar un audio, ¿bien? Y ese audio ustedes lo van a escuchar, you will listen, you will practice, and then you will make a conversation. Great. Wait, give me a second. I didn't get to Elo. I didn't get to Elo. Let me see if we can get in. Elo with 3 L's, right? You can take notes. Tomen nota. Elo. For next week, I will assign you. Okay. Desde la otra semana ya les voy a asignar. Now, how are we going to use this to improve our pronunciation and our listening also? We will listen this. You can see that here both are native speakers. Both are natives. We have other conversations with people from another country, but we're going to listen different accents, right? Vamos a escuchar diferentes acentos. Eso es bueno. Now, you will listen. Here you have the audios. Okay.
Hey, Chantal, what do you do on the weekend?
Okay, so you will make a pause and then you will say, hey, Chantal, what do you do on the weekend? Of course, this is basic, right? But what do you do on the weekend? ¿No? Dándole esa entonación. No, what do you do on the weekend? ¿No? Entonces, emoción, right? Feeling. Give it feeling. And then you will focus on one of them. Great. Se van a enfocar en uno de esos, ya sea Todd or Chantel. And then you will practice that part. Why? Because at the end, you will record yourself. Al final se van a grabar. ¿Y cómo tiene que sonar? De esta forma.
On the weekend, I wake up and first I make breakfast.
Oh, what do you make?
I like to make toast.
All right. I often eat toast too.
Do you put butter on your toast? Bueno, esto está súper lento, ¿no? Porque es más para básico. Pero así, cada vez va a ser un desafío. Pero al final, ustedes van a grabar un audio con el audio de fondo original, ¿ya? Y lo estoy explicando en español porque no quiero que hayan confusiones. ¿Ya? El audio original va a ser una persona y yo me voy a enfocar en otra persona. Entonces, cuando a mí me toque, yo hablo más fuerte que el audio, pero a la misma velocidad y con la misma entonación. Al final, mi conversación va a parecer como si fuésemos dos nativos. Él me pregunta, yo le respondo, él me pregunta, yo le respondo, yo le pregunto, y así. Bien, esto para mejorar la pronunciación y velocidad de nuestras oraciones. ¿Ok? Esto es algo que vamos a hacer. Ustedes ya pueden empezar a hacer por su cuenta. But with me, we're going to do one of these per week. Okay, one of these per week. Great. You can get in, you can listen. There are a lot of audios, right? But this is what we're going to do. Questions? ¿Preguntitas? Ya. Ok. ¿Cómo sería la práctica correcta? I just listen. I don't have to see the script. I have just to listen twice or 3 times, right? I listen, I try to understand what's going on there. ¿Qué está pasando ahí? A ver, ¿de qué se trata? Oh, that is happening. Then I will read with the script. Ya luego veo y descubro, here she said bother. I thought I was another thing. Pensé que era otra cosa. No, voy descubriendo. And after that, I start pronouncing. Ya después empiezo a pronunciar. Bien, we're going to do that. Great. Just for you to know. This is foreshadowing, a technique that we are going to apply. This is something that we will include in the plan. Es algo que vamos a incluir en el plan. Great. Now, what else do we have? We can do the same with the listening. Basically, this is a karaoke, right? Karaoke. Prácticamente es un karaoke, ¿no? Porque yo tengo que hacerlo a la misma velocidad y lo mismo, pronunciar igual que el original, ¿no? Es un karaoke prácticamente, pero de conversaciones. Right? All right, so now, your notes are important, that you do your homework is also important. Memorize vocabulary. How do you do that? How do you memorize vocabulary? Tell me, what are your strategies, class? ¿Cuáles son sus estrategias? No, nobody. Jose Kevin, Harold, that is here. Now, is your microphone okay? Davey, Dana Michelle. How do you memorize vocabulary? No answer, come on.
Using a lot that word.
Okay, but how? Repeating that, creating sentences, or what do you do?
Making sentences, reading a lot.
I'm reading a lot. Okay, it's a good technique. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. You are participating a lot today. You have your star. Great. Thank you. But what about the rest? And if you don't have, also be honest. I don't have vocabulary. I just see in the class, and if I remember in the exam, I use it. If not, well, right? Okay. So, let me show you a technique. Okay. Déjenme mostrarle una técnica. A veces eso también pasa, ¿no? Que our teachers don't give us strategies. I like to share strategies with you. Great. We are different, right? So that's why I will share just a few strategies with you. We can use flipped it, right? We can use flipped it. Well, first, I'm going to show you a traditional thing, right? I used to do that when I was not with a lot of technology around me. I used to do that, right? Okay, these are my own kind of flashcards, right? My kind of flashcards. So I took to do this, right? To do these little notebooks, really small. I use 6 pieces of paper, right? Entonces pueden ver 6 pieces of paper, right? And then I just blend it and I include here, I don't know how can I say this. Me olvidé el nombre, está en español. That, right? So I use that and then you have your mini book, right? Your mini notebook, okay? And what did I used to do? ¿Qué hacía yo? I write words that I didn't know here. Like from 1 to 10, right? Del 1 al 10. Now, here my 10 words in, can you see it? My 10 words in English. And at the back, my 10 meanings. Los 10 significados. In Spanish, of course, right? So, if I didn't know what was, for example, income, esto es súper antiguo, pero income, no sabía qué era. Y aquí ya pongo ingreso, ¿no? Ingreso económico, ¿no? Income. Great. So, here, what is the technique? That you can take this everywhere, right? Pueden tenerlo en todos lados, ¿no? It's really small. So when you are in your way to the university or doing something, it's like you can read, right? What does it mean? Perks, esprit, soaking up, relief, rise, income, reward, glance, I don't know, ¿no? Entonces, yo trataba de recordar. A ver, reward era recompensa. Ok, the next word, earn, era ganar, invest, investir, ok, invertir. Esther, I don't remember, no me acuerdo. Entonces me iba atrás y solo me fijaba eso. Oh, ok. No, pero al menos ya mi cerebro se esforzaba en recordar, ¿no? Trataba de verlo y decía, a ver, this is the meaning, this is the meaning, this, I don't remember, so I look at it. And the good thing is when you do it, but in the opposite way, en la otra forma. Ya cuando está aquí en español, y yo trato de decirlo en inglés, ¿no? Recompensa, reward. Invertir, bueno, esto estaba muy fácil, ¿no? No sé ni por qué lo puse. Invest, ¿no? Y así. Yo voy tratando de decirlo. Bien, para tratar de recordar, ¿no? Esta era una a la antigüita. Bien. If you like to color this, to do this, you can do it. But if you don't have too much time, because I know that you are busy, right? We can create this online. Podemos crearlo en línea. Great. And for this, you can use Flipti, great? And you can make your own flashcards. So your flashcard will be in this way. Like this, right? You can include pictures too. Pueden incluir fotos también, right? But for example, let's see the verbs. Ser o estar, come on, it's easy, right? But you can click here and you will have O, be. Next word, convertirse, llegar a ser. What does it mean? Oh, how do we say become? Oh, okay. Empezar, you know that, but okay, it's begin, just an example, right? You can listen that. You can listen. Begin. Okay. How do I say romper? Okay, break. Oh, well, so that is a really good, it's a flashcard that you can create online. And here you will have the list. You can check the pronunciation, become, here is cut, here is choose. Okay, I can listen again and pronounce it. I can match this, right? Ser está, be is be. Okay. Forget is, what is that? Where is olvidar? Okay, with forget. Have, tener. Dar, I don't know, what is that? What is give? But okay, so in this way, as you can see, if you match them, they disappear, right? Si ustedes lo van uniendo, desaparecen. And you can see how much time does it take for you, right? Also, you can practice writing them, right? If you write whatever, it's wrong. If you write correctly, come on. If you write correctly, okay, it's going to be that is correct. Right? So in this way, you can practice listening, you can practice recognizing, and you can practice writing the new words. Right? How can you do this? Using Flipkart, right? It's available. You don't have to create an account. No, it's not necessary. Just, come on, I can know. Okay, this command doesn't help me. Where is that? Give me a second, please. So, how can you create your own flashcards? You go to flipkart.net, okay? Here we have the link. Here, oh well, there. Flipkart.net, you can see to flashcards. You go to instructions. After that, you can have make a copy of this template, right? And then you start, it's going to be a copy in your drive, right? In your drive. And then you start placing the words that you want to write, right? Once you have this, you have the words. Of course, you have to erase everything. You know how to use Excel. It's like you include just the words, right? The words, for example, here in Spanish and here in English, and then you can have it, right? Entonces, it's really important. Another class, we are going to create one together, okay? Vamos a escoger el audio. Here, I don't want the audio, ¿no? El audio de español no lo necesito, ¿no? Le puedo poner none. None. And if it's in English, of course, I need it, right? I could change the color. And then I will have my own flashcards, right? So this is my pieces of advice about vocabulary. If you are visual, ¿no? Si ya me gusta más los dibujitos, or I don't know, I could create my own Jamboard. I could look for the word exactly on internet, and I could collect images, right? Puedo coleccionar imágenes. Great. For example, runway. Come on, it's slow. My internet is so slow. Sorry. Okay, for example, runaway. I could include here, we can see an image, right? This icon. This is Jamboard. And you can choose an image from the web. So after looking for it here, for example, is on Google, then you look for the word and then you copy the image and you collect it, right? Runaway, una pista, ¿no? Plane, take off, oh, despega, land, aterriza. Okay, so you can look for images, right? So these could be my strategies for vocabulary that I am sharing with you. What do you think about them? ¿Qué piensan de esas? Are you taking notes? ¿Están tomando notas? Me motivan increíblemente a darles más estrategias, le cuento. Okay, so now the dictionary, I recommend you word reference. Do you already have it? ¿Ya lo tienen? Word reference. Do you already have it? Yeah. No, nobody. Nadie que me diga orgullosamente, yes, I have it. Okay. Word reference helps you because they give you a lot of context, right? A lot of context. Here you can also, when you read something online, right? Incluso cuando lean algo así en línea about an interesting topic, for example, what is happening in Russia or about your career, you can read something, and when you select that word, you will have another option that is word reference, right? Me va a salir una nueva opción cuando yo tengo la app. Ya iba a decir word reference. Entonces, inmediatamente me va a decir el significado de esa palabrita, right? If I am reading in any web page, right? So you can have all the different meanings, right? But when you want to look for some expressions, don't use Google Translator, use Linger. Okay, Linger. It's like this, L-I-G-U-E, Linger. Also that helps you. Okay, all right. So it's important that you have or that you tick as a favorite, right? Márquenlo así como favorito. Y luego les va a salir una lista de todos sus favoritos. Entonces ahí yo puedo hacer lo mismo que aquí, ¿no? Ver, oh, this means premiar. This means, oh, I don't remember. I go, I get into the word, and I look again the meaning. Right? So these are the strategies that if you apply them while we have classes, you will see your progress. You will see your progress. Okay, honestly, I tell you that. Great. So we talk about that. Also, magazines, you can watch videos on BBC News, you can watch video tech talks, right? And different links that I will send to you. Great. And also there is an app to talk to people that is, how can I say? They are native English speaker, but they want to learn Spanish and you want to learn English. So you can talk with that people. A ver, ¿se parece a la famosa app que ustedes ya conocen? Ya, a ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Cómo se llama su app de citas? Hasta que tiene serie en Netflix. Se me fue el nombre. ¿Qué se llama?
Tinder.
Tinder. Allá, este es Tandem. ¿Ya? Este es Tandem. Les voy a mandar igual el link con todo lo que estoy explicándole para que ustedes lo exploren. ¿Ya? Tandem. Ahí hay personas con las que conversan, ¿no? And you say, okay, so let's talk 10 minutes in English. And you try to create your questions, they will answer, and like that. Also, when you have to help him or her with her or his Spanish, right? So you can talk, right? You can say, oh, 10 minutes, let's talk in English, 10 minutes, let's talk in Spanish. Having that experience of talking to a native speaker is going to be different, right? Because you will need words in that moment. And when you look those words because you need it in that moment, you get it, right? Se les queda más. Se les queda más cuando siento que tengo que saber esa palabra para comunicarme. Se les queda más. Bien, entonces, Hay muchas cosas que ustedes deben saber, ¿no? I share all of them with you. I have more, but for today, just that. The technique that is foreshadowing, repeating the same speed, memorize vocabulary. You can do this, your own flashcards. You can create on web. You can, of course, you have to use your dictionary, and tandem you can use to speak your first words, your first conversation with a native speaker. Great. So now you have to tell me how much time are you going to spend practicing your English. You need to improve your English. Dedicate time to that. How much time per week? The classes are not enough. You have to spend extra time. En vez de ver TikTok, tengo que hacer algo por mi inglés, ¿no? Entonces, please, try to organize your schedule in a better way, and let's do something about our English. Great. Watch movies. If you like it, take it. If you will listen to music but now applying other techniques, use it. Read notes. Do homework. Dictionary. What are you going to do? I want you to record an audio. Okay. You will record an audio. Give me a second. Answering these two things. Okay. Me van a hacer un audio. Primero, hablándome de esto. Why are you learning English? Which are your weaknesses and your strengths? How much hours per week are you going to practice your English? And what are you going to do to improve? ¿A qué se comprometen para mejorar? This audio is going to be on Padlet. Here, is there anyone that is not in the WhatsApp group? ¿Hay alguien que no esté en el grupo de WhatsApp aún? Tell me. Is there anyone that is not in the WhatsApp group? Because tomorrow I will assign you something, okay? Les voy a asignar algo, una lectura, algo va a haber. No, ya sé que van a ver, ahorita le explico, ¿ya? Okay, so here you will record an audio, okay? You will record an audio answering that, okay? And this is important. Los audios, los videos son notas puras, nota pura, ¿bien? Entonces, no pierdan nota, ¿ya? Tienen que hacerlo. You have to, great. What are you going to include in the audio? This is, please, Kevin Nefi, you will write what is the homework, okay? Usted va a escribir en el grupo de WhatsApp cuál es la tarea hoy. Bien. The homework is to record an audio, right? Grabar un audio, and you have to answer in the audio these questions. Why are you learning English? What are your weaknesses and your strengths? The hours that you will dedicate to learn, to practice, and what are you going to do now to improve? ¿Qué van a hacer? Okay, you have to record that audio. Necesito un audio. Bien, now, the assignment for tomorrow, la asignación para mañana, pueden hacerlo antes y ya se liberan en el horario, ¿no? Pues por esta vez, ¿ya? You will read this. You will read this in the best way possible, okay? You will read this and you will record yourself. I will assign you this on meeting, okay, on Teams, sorry. Bien, entonces Kevin me anota que la tarea es el audio, ¿ya? El audio hablando de esas cosas que mencioné. Y lo que vamos a hacer mañana es que ustedes se van a grabar leyendo esto. I will send you again the image. You will send your audio, but this is going to be on Teams, right? Va a estar en Teams nomás eso. Give me a second. Here, you can see everything, right? Puede ver todo. Now. Come on. Give me a second. I will stop, right? Vamos a parar un ratito. ¿Han usado en Teams esa opción de lectura? ¿Sí? ¿Cuál es su progreso en la lectura? ¿Alguna de sus materias lo ha hecho usar eso?
No, teacher.
No. Okay, so that's why I will explain you. Give me a second. En un minutito. Do you have any question about the app or I don't know, whatever? Pregúntenme, aunque sea en español. Por hoy. No questions about the apps, about the, I don't know, the pieces of advice that I gave you. Súper curiosos son, les cuento. Okay. Where is that? ¿Dónde está? Ahí me sale la opción. Ya, hay una opción donde ustedes tienen que automáticamente leer y ahí les sale un audio. Bien. A ver, aquí me acerco. Le saqué foto ayer, creo. What is that? Ok. No me van a preguntar nada hasta mientras. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Ask me whatever. I don't know, any question. Okay. All right.
¿La tarea de grabar el audio tiene un tiempo o el que nosotros querramos?
El audio acerca why are you learning English and what are you going to do, that is going to be for Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. That is for Wednesday. Ese es para el miércoles, ¿no? Here.
No, yo le comento sobre cuánto tiene que durar el audio.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, it has to be about 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes, less, we could be. Maximum, whatever, right? De máximo no importa, pero de mínimo 2 minutes, great?
Teacher, el audio lo vamos a subir al Padlet.
Yeah. About your English and your plans to improve, yeah. Okay. So now, can you see again my screen? ¿Pueden ver mi pantalla de nuevo? I will explain you the assignment for tomorrow, okay? For example, here I will create the assignment, but you will do this, okay? This is your reading progress, right? And here we are going to, come on. We're going to try with whatever, right? Anything. Come on. Ya, aunque sea esto. Bien. I want to explain you because it's the first time for you, right? Okay. I will assign the text that I show you, right? And I will assign you and you have to do this. You will read but you will record yourself here on Teams. It's immediately there, right? So once you do that, you have to, ay, come on. Les va a salir la tarea y automáticamente abajo les va a salir un, ay, come on, ya se me fue la palabra, está en inglés, en español. El icono de grabar, ¿ya? Entonces, así les va a salir a ustedes. ¿Bien? Esto también vamos a estar haciendo muy seguido. ¿Bien? Ya. Entonces, cuando yo empiece aquí, voy a grabar. Voy a leer en voz alta y eso se va a guardar y lo envío directo. Eso es lo que van a hacer mañana. Bien, les voy a enviar imágenes para guiarlos, ¿ya? Pero esa es la asignación para mañana. Bien, que me van a leer en una buena entonación ese texto. Como les expliqué, enfóquense en oraciones, no just words, right? Try to give it the intonation, try to read until a comma, until a period, right? No just there are always 60 languages in Kenya and there are, it's not necessarily so fast, right? Like there are over 60 languages in Kenya and there are 2 official languages. So it's common for people to speak at least 3 different languages. Ok, así, lento, pero que se entienda la idea. Son nuestras primeras prácticas. Tal vez no nos va a salir excelente, pero vamos a ir mejorando. Bien. Okay, so today we talk a lot in Spanish, in English, but I am giving you recommendations, some pieces of advice, so please take them into consideration, great? Thank you for being here. I hope that you took notes, right? And if you have any question about any piece of, yeah, you will record it, but that is going to be directly in Teams, right? En Teams le va a generar una tarea, les va a salir el PDF y directo el icono de grabar. Entonces ahí ustedes lo leen y lo graban y lo dan a enviar. Bien. Y el otro videito va aparte, va en Padlet. Es audio el otro. Bien. En Padlet. Okay. So that is. Thank you for being here. It's already time. I hope that you have a great weekend. Also, a great carnival. Take care, please be responsible. Great. And see you on Wednesday. Great. Bye-bye. Take care. See you. See you.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Edson.